You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bull. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling.
I realized I have been lazy. And my father, my whole life, my dad is the most motivating person ever. Don't have an education, nothing, but he started his own business from the ground up. He's living the dream, hunting properties, whatever he wants, he can do it. And that's where I got it from. But it took me forever to realize this. I have been lazy. He stood up on the boat and was up against the garage door, brand new garage door he just put up. You know, one thing I hate, I cannot stand, is laziness. And if you know him, the way he works, he's just turned 59 Tuesday. And I could, in his voice, when I said, "You at the job site, aren't you?" Oh, he's there working. He got a bunch of 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. He outworks everybody. 59 years old, up and down the ladder, running the crane, driving the truck to the shop. And that's it. He always said when I was a kid, son, it can only last so long. That's what my dad meant all these years. It can only last so long. Just grind. Just go.
Just go.
Just put your nose down and get to it.
There's psychological needs that are just as valuable and important as physical needs. We know we have needs for nutrients. We know we have needs for water. We have needs psychological for all sorts of different things. Our communities are incredibly important. Love is incredibly important. Family is incredibly important. You know, I know some people that are older men that have been bachelors their whole lives, and they're childless, and now they're, you know, they don't have a deep connection with anybody, and they get to this very weird, strange place where they're like, is this it? Now I'm 70 years old and I don't know what to do, and this is my life now. And it's they've all their friends have had families now, and their families, a lot of times the kids are grown up, and you're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away. You have an apartment you have to pay for, you have a car you leased, you have your mortgage, you have your this, you have your that, and that's where it all comes from. It's hell. You're selling insurance or some other thing you care zero about. You just get sucked up in it, and it's a very low level frequency that everybody sort of has like a little bit of it, and some people, they get caught in that pattern, and it might be their parents, it might be how they were raised, somebody might have told them they were useless real early on, it's stuck, and they never feel like they get enough reassurance, they never feel like they get enough motivation. And they feel like other people get more. And they look at all these other people. How come he gets that? How come she gets this? How come he's got that going on? And that's bad for you too. That shit ain't no good for you. You see some dude with his open shirt, all these chains, and all these girls behind him in their underwear. Everybody's dancing. It's like, this guy's life's a party. Yeah. My life is a party. I can't catch a break. I'm over here. I can't catch a break. Bro, you gotta stop. You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bull. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting it together, reading a book, meditating, something. But this I can't catch a break is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan, and you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you f***ed up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. And whether it is you're trying to be an author, if you're going to try to be an author and you're working 8 hours a day plus commuting plus family responsibilities or whatever else you have, whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world. You're trying to save your life. You don't want to drown. That 1.5 hours a day that you have to write, god damn, you better be caffeinated and motivated. You got to go. You got to get after it, and you got to have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something, and to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific. You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. It's hell. Find a thing you like. Try to find a thing that you really enjoy. Try to find a thing that you're passionate about. Like, find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial. You could channel all that energy that you have as a young person into something and get better at it, and then all of a sudden people admired me. I was like, this is crazy. So I went from being someone who was incredibly insecure and basically a failure to someone who was really successful at this one thing that was very dangerous that other people were scared of. And that gave me immense confidence and also a real understanding of the direct correlation between hard work and success. Doing things that are difficult it's as much of a nourishment of the mind as food is a nourishment of the body. I think you need things that are puzzling to you, where you have to find your own human potential in the difficulty of the task and work your way through things.